So dear students, today we are going to perform a activity, and through this activity we can differentiate between the two type of fruits, false fruit and true fruit. So this activity is under the topic sexual reproduction in flowering plants +2 biology. For this activity I have taken two fruits. One is apple, and so this is apple. You can see this is apple, this is stalk of apple, and before the act of fertilization during the sexual reproduction, when this fruit was in the form of flower, so at that time this stalk is given the name pedicel in botanical terms, that is the scientific terminology of the plants. So this is the false fruit. We will also learn about the definition of false fruit, and in this second area I have shown this true fruit as a, and for this true fruit I have taken the fruit guava. So this is guava. This is also the same part of the flower, that is the pedicel or stalk of the flower stalk, and after fertilization this stalk has also become the stalk of fruit. So I have taken guava as the true fruit. So what means true fruit and what means false fruit? We can understand as I have written here the definition of true fruit. As we already know, this fruit is formed after the act of fertilization, when the sexual fertilization has already completed in a flowering plant. Then the ovary part of the carpel in a flower that ripen itself, matures itself into the fruit, and the ovary wall will mature into the fruit wall. So we can learn the definition of true fruit as true fruit is defined as a fruit which has developed from the fertilized ovary of the flower, and in this fruit only ovary part is participating, no other areas of the flower they are participating. Only the fertilized ovary is ripened, or it is changed into the fruit. So there is no participation of other areas, other parts of the flower in the fruit formation. So other example of true fruits can be, as I have shown here, I have written watermelon, lemon, cherry, blueberries. These are other fruits which are also the example of true fruits. And if we see the internal structure of the true fruit, we can also differentiate as well identify the different areas in a true fruit. So I have shown you the two sections of this fruit guava. So this is the transverse section. So look, this is transverse section. I have cut the guava in transverse plane, means I have cut in this way, in this plane, transverse manner. So this is transverse section of guava, and in this other area I have shown the other section. This section is the longitudinal section. So you can see there is a difference of appearance in both the sections. This section is obtained when the fruit is cut lengthwise, or you can say in vertical plane if we cut the fruit. So we will have this type of section. So this is longitudinal section of the guava. So this fruit wall is botanically, it is known as the pericarp. After the fertilization, that is during the sexual reproduction in flowering plant, the ovary wall ripens or matures into the fruit wall, and in botanical scientific terminology we call the fruit wall as the pericarp. This pericarp is further differentiated into three layers. So in case of guava we can differentiate, we can identify these layers as look, this outer, in this transverse section, this area you can see this outer greenish area, This outer greenish area is the outermost layer of the fruit wall, which is known as the epicarp. And this middle one, it is the fleshy one, nutritious one, fibrous one, and it is containing vitamins, vitamin C particularly, and other substances are there which are of very antiseptic, antibacterial property. So tannins are also there. So this fruit is having a very great medicinal value. So this whitish part is the mesocarp, that is the second layer of the fruit wall or the pericarp. And inside this, this pulpy or juicy part, roughest containing part, this innermost layer of the fruit wall, this one is the, that is endocarp. So collectively this epicarp, mesocarp and endocarp, collectively they are making the complete pericarp, or you can say the mature ovary wall. And inside, as we know, inside the ovary the ovules are there, but after the act of fertilization the ovules will change themselves, or they will mature themselves into the seeds. So through this section we can also see the ripened ovules in the form of seeds. So these are the seeds, these are seeds, you can easily observe from here. So these are a large number of seeds are there. So these are seeds are also visible here. In the same way, in this longitudinal section, the same areas are also there of this guava as the true fruit. So we can conclude that this guava is called true because no other part of the flower other than the ovary is participating in the fruit formation. Only the ovary part, that is the basal swollen area of the carpel of the flower, is participating in the fruit formation. And the other examples I have shown already, I have told already: watermelon, lemon, cherry and blueberries. And if we talk about the internal areas of the false fruit, so first we have to understand why it is called false fruit. So what means false fruit? As I have written, the false fruit is defined as a fruit which is formed from the other areas of the flower in addition to the ovary. It means in this case, in false fruit, ovary is also participating, as well as the other areas of the, that is the non-essential parts of the flower, they are also participating in the fruit formation. So because there is the participation of other areas also there in addition to the ovary, so that's why the fruit is known as the false fruit. And the best example of false fruit is the apple. So other than apple, you can learn the other example of false fruit as the cashew nut is also false fruit. Then pear, gourd, cucumber, jackfruit and pineapple. So these are other example of the false fruit. And now if we see the internal structure of false fruit, so this is the, like the guava, I have cut this apple in two ways. So I have cut this apple is in showing the which section, that is the longitudinal section. It means I have cut vertically, that is in vertical section. In lengthwise, if we cut the this apple, then we can obtain this type of section, that is the lengthwise section, longitudinal section. In other same way, I have shown the other type of section, and this section is the transverse section. So it is obtained when the fruit has been cut in the transverse plane. Means if we cut it in this way, that is the transverse plane, then this type of structure we can obtain. So this is transverse section. So all these sections, they are in your chapter, and we have to understand all these diagrams, all these structures in a scientific terminology, as well as the inner areas of the fruit. So if we see the internal parts of longitudinal section of apple or the transverse section of apple, then because this is apple is a false fruit, so here this is the outer skin, this is the outer skin, this is of the red color, this is outer skin. In this case, this is also, this red color layer is the outer skin of the apple. Then the edible part, the part which is the fibrous content, vitamin rich content, mineral content, as well as other medicinal substances are also there, medicinal value substances are also contained in this the part. So this is the most edible part of the apple, which is making the apple fruit as the tasty fruit, as well as the of the fruit of the medicinal value. So this part is the thalamus part. So thalamus, or you can say the receptacle भी बोलते हैं इसको. So this thalamus is actually the broader end of the stalk of the flower or stalk of the, after fertilization, this is the stalk of the fruit. So the broader end of this stalk was the thalamus. So in addition to the thalamus is the main area which is mainly containing the nutrients in case of apple. So in addition to thalamus, other areas like the basal part of sepal, petals, as well as the stamens, basal part of stamens, they have also contributed in the formation of this edible part of the false fruit. So regarding the fruit wall, so here the thalamus as well as the other parts fused with the ovary wall. So ovary as well as the other parts of the flower, they all are making this false fruit. And